Hi everyone, this is an exciting day because we are going to do part one of key Toeic vocabulary. Now I'm going to be creating many of these lessons where each lesson we will look at 5 key Toeic words and then do some Toeic practice. So hopefully you like it. Let's get started. The first word you need to know for Toeic is field. Now this is an area that someone works in. For example, my field of work is education. So I work in the field of education. I work in the field of education. Now, an actor's field of work is entertainment. A salesperson's field of work is sales. So notice I say my field of work is. My field of work is education. Or I work in the field of education. All right, let's look at number 2, figures. Figures are numbers or statistics. This is when we're discussing data. So let's look at examples. Sales figures have decreased slightly in the last few years. So if you look at the numbers, maybe it's sales, maybe it's revenue, but sales figures have decreased. An example 2. The latest figures show that the Thai economy grew by just over 1.1% last year. Okay, so this data, these are figures, these are numbers. Now, when describing figures, we're going to use the adjectives high or low. So we're not going to say this year the figures are less. We're going to say the figures are lower or the figures are higher. All right, number 3 is confirm. So this is a verb, and this is to ensure or make sure that something will happen or something has happened. Here's an example. I just wanted to confirm that we will meet at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. So you have this plan already, but you just want to make sure. Example 2, the scientific study confirmed that high levels of soy consumption can lead to infertility issues. It's true. It's true. So they have proven this. They have ensured that this is true. And final example, it has been confirmed that the product will be delivered on Friday. So we have confirmed that the product will be delivered on Friday. So when we use confirm, it's going to be subject confirms noun or noun clause, or I confirm with a person noun clause. So I confirmed with Karen that we have a meeting. All right, what is the noun for confirm? Well, it's confirmation. Confirmation is the noun. Number 4 is exceed. Notice my pronunciation is not exceed, it's exceed. And this is be higher than. This means to be higher than, usually related to numbers. For example, the police confirmed that the driver's speed exceeded 170 kilometers. So the person was driving faster than 170 kilometers. Maybe 175, maybe 176, doesn't matter. Example 2, your work has exceeded my expectations. This is a common collocation. To exceed someone's expectations is to be better than you expected. So what is the noun for exceed? Well, it is excess. Notice the pronunciation, excess. A common form is something is in excess of amount. So the phone costs $543. So the price is in excess of $500. The price exceeds $500. Or he was driving 108 kilometers an hour. The speed was in excess of 100 kilometers. What is the adjective for excess? Well, excess. So here's an example. Since COVID appeared, the world has seen 5 million excess deaths. So they didn't need to happen. They were more than usual. All right, the last term, number 5, is consist of. This means is made up of, is comprised of, is composed of. Note, the big thing consists of small things. So a Big Mac consists of a bun, beef, lettuce, cheese, and a special sauce. Now, personally, I have not eaten a Big Mac in like 20 years. It's not because I don't like it. I just don't know why, but I never eat Big Macs. But a Big Mac consists of these smaller things. However, if you use comprise or make up or compose, you can start with the small thing. A bun, beef, lettuce, cheese, and special sauce make up a Big Mac. Comprise a Big Mac. Compose a Big Mac. Notice the difference. When you use consist of, you start with the big thing. When you use comprise, compose, make up, you start with the small thing. And one more example. The company consists of 300 employees and 4 different divisions. The company is the big thing. All right, let's do a little TOEIC practice. So let's look at number 1. Pause your screen if you need to. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, the answer is B here. We will not use that because that never comes after a comma. There's more to it, but that's the simple rule. So get rid of A and C, and if you use D, you do not use of. All right, let's look at the next TOEIC question. All right, so the answer here is B. Sales figures were lower than had been predicted. Remember, with figures, we talk about them as high or low. We cannot use C or D because there is no comparison. We don't say reduced more or more disappointing. So the only possible answers grammatically would be A and B, but when we use figures, we talk about high and low. Number 3. Well, here we talked about it, D. What is your field of work? So D. And number 4. Well, this is C, because the teams are the small thing. The new league will consist of teams in several major cities, but the teams will comprise the new league. All right, so this is part 1 of Key TOEIC Vocabulary. I'm going to be creating a lot of these lessons, so please share, subscribe, like, do all those things. All right, everyone, have a great day.